I know this might sound a little cliche, right? But thank God for the Guardians. Wow. Where would I be mentally right now if it wasn't for that feeble ass baseball team that plays right down the street from our feeble ass football team? Well, I'll tell you one thing, my mental status would be way more down in the dumps than it already is. Because, yeah, the Browns are the Browns, as we now know, definitely. It might actually just be the typical garbage as, loser organization that just can't seem to pull out a win at all until they get out of that dump heap called Huntington Bank Field. The moment they move to the new stadium, I bet you that everything's going to change. The vibe's going to change. They're going to start winning these kind of games, and maybe they turn into a dominant team for once. They still got like what 4 or 5 years before they even get into that stadium. They haven't even really started building it yet. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Guardians series recap, series preview live stream, and it's time to talk about the team that has actually won recently. Yeah, the Guardians. Because the thing about the Guardians is they have this thing where they know when you're not paying attention to them, and they try to draw you back in. And then proceed to kick you right between the legs over and over and over again. And not just do it, they do it while wearing a steel toe boot. Although it seems like the Browns uh, somehow snuck into the Guardians, I guess, facility or whatever, and stolen that steel toe boot. And rather than use that boot to kick the ball through the uprights, they turned around and put that boot right between our legs and just kicked us right in the freaking you know what. Oh my God, they might as well have. Andre's mitt might as well have just went up to every fan and just went bam right between the legs. Right in the gut. I'm in the face with his foot. Because that's pretty much what he did. Yeah, that's what he did. But enough talking about that loser ass organization. Let's talk about the team that can actually win. Granted, they play 162 games, but still, they win no matter what. What's up, Asia? What's up, Daniel? Daniel, Seth, Skrills, of course. Yeah, waste of defense, right? Waste. Rays fans, at least you guys got Baker. The Bucks and the Lightning. They've seen a couple of championships around their teams recently. They aren't complaining at all. They're happy. They're very happy right now. So, anyways, let's dig into this series against the Rays, right? It's a 4-gamer in Tampa at George Steinbrenner Field because, of course, Tropicana Field had its roof torn off by Mother Nature earlier this, or was it spring in the winter or like last fall or whatever? It was during the off season, so nobody was really around the stadium. Hurricane came through, ripped tore the ceiling, the roof off. What's how people always say, "Oh, we're gonna tear the roof off the place, man. It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna tear the roof off." Mother Nature's like, "All right, bet," and that's exactly what she did. Hurricane came through, tore the roof off the building, and yeah, she made a mess. So they've been repairing it, I think, this whole time. So, anyways, getting into game one, Ryan Pepio versus Logan Allen. And I was actually getting ready to just talk about this game being a shutout because we could not touch Pepio at all in this game. Guardians would only muster 3 hits, And 2 of those hits came at the very end, courtesy of back-to-back homers by the guards from J-Ram and Kyle Manzardo, who continues to sting the Rays over and over again. Dude, Kyle might actually hit 30 home runs. This is a guy who spent, well, the first 95% of the season platooning with old man Carlos Santana. Stephen Vogt's probably slapping himself in the face thinking, man, if I would have played him more, he probably could have been he probably could have been over 30 homers by now. If you think about it. But yeah, Logan Allen, I mean, wasn't horrible. Could have been better. 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks, 4.46 ERA. Pepio was phenomenal. 5 innings, 2 walks, 6 Ks, 3.59 ERA. No hits or runs. The first hit was against Baker, who also only got 1 strikeout in an inning as well. The Guardians couldn't do anything until Pete Fairbanks came in. And it's weird because Pete Fairbanks, this team has been able to sting him a few times. Sting, Rays, haha. But yeah, they've been able to get to Fairbanks recently, which is very concerning if you're a Rays fan, because if the Guardians' feeble-ass team can get to Fairbanks, I guess anybody else can. There's just something about the Guardians. And the thing that really angered me about that, they did the homers with nobody out. They could have had a monster inning. They probably could have come back and won. Fairbanks comes in. J-Ram up at the dish, 2 pitches later, hits it out to right field. Again, at the smaller minor league park, but still, you know. And then 4 pitches to Manzardo, hits that one out to right field. And it's 4-2. And there's nobody out. And then, of course, here comes the feebleness. Martinez strikes out, Hedges grounds out, and then Arias grounds out. Wow. Once again, zapping all momentum that we had. So Pepio gets the win. He's 11-10, 3.59 ERA. Logan Allen, 7-11, 4.46 ERA. As far as how did the Rays score? Bottom first, Morel, RBI single. Bottom 4, Williams, RBI single. And then bottom 6, they added 2 more. Josh Lowe and Carson Williams had a fielder's choice and then a sac bunt. And that's how they scored. That was it. No save either. So that's game 1. Guardians back under 500. Again, they've been kind of teetering around 500 the last few weeks or so. It's been kind of annoying. Okay. Yeah, Logan, 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks. So, yeah. Logan's now 7-11, 4.46 ERA. Pepio, 11-10, 3.59 ERA. But you know, the Guardians did show a little life, and it's pretty clear that that transitioned to the rest of the series. Because we go to game 2, and all of a sudden the offense explodes. Like, oh, the offense actually showed up in a big way in game 2. Now, I believe originally it was going to be Seymour starting, but they had Griffin Jacks, someone that we know very well, starting as like an opener type. Yeah, he went 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 K, but that was it. Williams was phenomenal. Aside from the walks and the hits, he still went 7 innings, 7 hits, 1 run allowed, 3 walks, 3 Ks, and a homer. 3.17 ERA. Seymour came in after the first inning, and the Guardians beat him up. 4 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 2.89 ERA. So yeah. Now the Guardians, scoring wise, Stephen Kwan, top second, 2-run single, followed by a J-Ram 2-run double, same inning. And then to put the bow tie on the second inning from hell again, yeah, David Fry, RBI single, 5-run second inning. That is like the third game in the last 5 or so where a team has had a nightmare second inning. Yeah, pretty crazy how that's worked out. Now, top 6. This was, I believe, this was against Van Bell. All right. Uh, Solo shot for Hedges. All of a sudden, Austin Hedges wants to hit homers. I think he's hit 2 homers this month now already. Yeah. He had 3 for the longest time. And now he's hitting homers again. It's like, okay. Okay, Austin Bonds, where was this at this whole year? I'll tell you one thing. We'll look back at this little stretch when they bring him back again on a 1-year, $4 million deal. And he'll be one of the only free agents that they sign. Now, not to be outdone, George Valera recorded his first career major league RBI with an RBI single right after the home run, which brought home Stephen Kwan. So it made it 7-0. First, the Rays couldn't be shut out, as Junior Caminero, of course, it had to be him. 41 homers for Junior Caminero. 41 homers? Huh? What? 41 homers for Junior Caminero. Okay. Sure. I guess that's just him playing at a minor league ballpark half the time, but still. I mean, damn. Yeah. Gavin was phenomenal. Seymour, not great. The win went to Gavin. He's 10-5, 3.17 ERA. Seymour's 3-1, 2.89 ERA. So they got back at Seymour for what he did to them in Cleveland just a little while ago, which I streamed that game and we got our ass beat. Then we go to yesterday. The Guardians offense kept it going. I'll give them credit. They kept it rolling. Because, whenever we have a big outing like that, a big game, score 7 runs, I always expect a letdown. You either get shut out or you score like 1 run. The Guardians actually scored 3. Tanner Bybee on the mound. This might have honestly been his best outing in recent memory. Yeah, 6 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks, and a homer. Of course, he had to give up a homer. 4.69 ERA. Baz on the other side, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 8 Ks, 4.94 ERA. Guardians would strike first in the top of the 4th. Daniel Schneemann, 2-run double. And then bottom 5, Josh Lowe homered 2-1. Bottom 6, Yandy scored on a fielder's choice. 2-2. And then top 9, Stephen Kwan coming up with 2 on and 2 out. Gets the clutch base hit to bring home the go-ahead run. Yeah. Falcons Drake London suffered a shoulder sprain. Oh, damn. That's another thing. I'm just happy the Browns get out of this game healthy. Should have won though. Damn kicker. Wow. But yeah, Gaddis 2-2 2-2 with a 3.43 ERA. Fairbanks takes the loss. He's 3-2. He's 4-5 with a 3.21 ERA. And Cade Smith, 10th save of the year, 3.30 ERA. It's probably, what is it, 7th save or so since he became our full-time closer. Yeah. But yeah, both starters weren't really horrible, but they could have been better. The key was our bullpen gave up 0 runs after, whereas, of course, we got 1 on Fairbanks at the end. That's the main difference. Yeah. So we secured the split with that win. And then today, Guardians have a chance to take the series. And I believe also secure the tiebreaker. Because I'm pretty sure when they were in Cleveland, they only lost 1 game. And that was the game that I streamed where Seymour made them look stupid. I think they won the other 2 against the Rays, if I remember correctly. But anyways, series finale here. Parker Messick on the mound against, was it on the mound? Was it Rasmussen or something? Yeah, it was Rasmussen. Parker Messick, another great game from him. He is looking like, he got the big, he shoved. I guess that's a word you could use. He shoved. Yeah. Rasmussen also was pretty good. But the key factor is the Guardians scored 2 massive runs in the 6th. Carson Williams homered in the bottom of the 5th to put him up 1-0. And usually this would happen against the Guardians, but the Guardians actually do a team for once. Responds runs. J-Ram RBI triple to tie the game. Gabriel Arias RBI single to get him the lead for good. As Cade Smith would go out there and K the side. He would get his 11th save of the year with a 3.25 ERA. The loss would go to Clevenger. He's 1-5 with a 2 ERA. And Messick, of course, go to Clevenger. He's 1-5 with a 2 ERA. And Messick, of course, 2-0 with a 1.93 ERA. And I'm just going to say this, next year, when you're looking at this rotation, you think, how are they going to fit it? Well, it's really. You tell Tanner Bybee, improve your stuff, or you're going to the pen. Logan Allen to the pen. Messick, rotation. I think our rotation next year should honestly be Gavin, Messick. I guess you could say Tanner. Gavin, Messick, Tanner. Means if we keep him around, which I think we will. And honestly, I mean, Logan, hard to say. But yeah, so the Guardians secure the win. They win the series 3 out of 4, and they're feeling damn good. And somehow, some way, this freaking team is still in the running for a wild card spot. So Fred, Rays fans at least, yeah, all 8,000 of them that were at these games. It's tough, man. Guardians, I'm telling you right now, they're going to keep us invested until September 28th. And it's crazy because we only have 3 guaranteed weeks of baseball left for the Guardians. Last game, I believe, is on September 28th. I'll even go, they're going to keep us invested until September 28th at around 6 p.m. when that final out is recorded. We're either going to the wild card round or we're done for the year and it's time to pack everything up and go into hibernation. Which, of course, would mean for this channel, once again, no Guardians playoff baseball. But then you think about it, the Cavs don't start until what, middle October? So you'd only have the Browns and the Browns. Buckeyes, of course. I can't forget about Ohio State, but like in terms of pro teams, all I'd really have is the Browns until the Cavs start up. I mean, that's pretty much all. So yeah, they're 2.5 out of the AL wild card. a half a game back of Kansas City, who they face next, a game back of Texas, and then they're right there behind Seattle. That's going to be fun. Speaking of Kansas City, coming up tomorrow, because of course they play tomorrow, 6:40 p.m. It'll be Burgert and Saccone, and I'm not streaming. I don't think I'm going to stream this game. Now, usually, when we haven't faced a pitcher yet, I would do the stat muse. He's a rookie, and he came up right after we played him. We haven't faced him. He's 2-1 with a 2.61 ERA, 65 Ks, and Slade, of course, 5-6 with a 4.78 ERA, 91 Ks at all since he tried to go for the complete game. Now I'm just gonna check real quick too, because I really want to make sure I get these right. We have, starting tomorrow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 series left this year. Wow. Okay. Are you excited for tomorrow? I bet. Bears and Vikings tomorrow night? Okay. Some Slade Saccone coming off 3 straight or so. 3 straight no decisions. That's the thing. He's been not great, but yet he doesn't take losses. 5 1/3 innings, 5 1/3 innings, 11 hits, 7 runs, 8 Ks against Boston. No walks. Wow. I mean, to be fair, he only has 6 walks in his last 7 games, which is pretty impressive. But he has not been able to win games. And it's crazy because I'm looking at his innings career wise. This year blows the other 2 away. Because I believe he was mainly a bullpen guy with Arizona. 13 starts last year. He has 19. So, yeah, okay. So that's him. And then Ryan Burgert is coming off a no decision against the Angels. 5 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 6 Ks. That's back on the 3rd. So it'll be fun to see what happens. Hopefully, Slade actually looks good. That's asking a lot from him these days. And against Saccone, Frazier has an RBI, and Yastrzemski has a homer and 2 RBIs. I don't know. Did Slade face them earlier this year? IB, of course, did. Cantillo did, because that's when we faced Cameron. I don't think Slade faced him the second time. I don't think he was in the rotation the opening weekends because that was Ben. Ben got hurt and then Slade slipped right in. Yeah, that was Gavin. Okay. Gavin, Bybee, and Cantillo. That's right. Yeah, okay. First half, obviously it was Ben. Oh God, Paul Sewald. Bybee. I think it was Gavin again, right? Go gold, yeah, to go goldie. Gotta love the commercials out here. Yeah, Gavin. Okay. Aaron, Bubich, Ortiz, Lorenzen, Lively, and Reagans. Who did we have pitching that game? I don't think it was. I don't. It was Maybe. So yeah, they have not faced Saucony yet, from what I see. Yeah, let me look up stat news here. Got to do it for the Guardians, of course. But Burgert coming off a no decision against the Angels. Slade coming off a no decision against the Red Sox. That'll be interesting. Saucony 5-6, 4.78 ERA, 91 Ks. Burgert 2-1, 2.61 ERA, 65 Ks. And then for game 2 of the series, it'll be Cameron and Cantillo. They faced each other last time, I believe. Yeah, that was the buzzkill game for our momentum. Cantillo came in and I think he faced Cameron. Let me see here. Slade. I don't think he's faced him because now that I look at it, like Cags, no. Garcia, no. Pascantino, no. Perez, no. Witt, no. So he's never faced him. Yeah. The only two guys he's faced are dudes that have been elsewhere, which makes sense. Okay. So game 2 will be Cameron and Cantillo. Cameron 7-6, 3.03 ERA, 88 Ks. Cantillo 4-3, 3.73 ERA, 87 strikeouts. Against Cameron, we literally have nothing really. Only faced him one time. And only two guys got a hit. Quan 1-for-3, J-Ram 1-for-2. Cantillo, well, RBI to Garcia, RBI to Maley, and RBIs to Pescantino and Witt. I'm pretty sure that was the game where it was like unbearably hot outside. Yeah, it was Cameron and Cantillo. Yeah, that, like I said, that was the buzzkill series. Coming off a big, series against Baltimore, you're trying to keep up. We're heading into the trade deadline, and you lay an egg, against the Royals. Now you did win the second game, Bibian versus Bubich, but I think you really only won that game because offense showed up early and often. Yeah, this team has been so up and down this year. Like it really has been. So yeah, it'd be Quan, Jones, and Art. But I think he was a bullpen guy. Yeah. 95% sure he was a bullpen guy. Because we've only faced him one time. Biawaka. Of course, if these pages could just load up for me, that'd be great. Logan Allen lost to Tampa. 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. He's just had a horrible run of bad luck at times. Solid pitcher, though. Just luck and him don't go well together. Biawaka beat the Twins 1-0, 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Saucony, already talked about him. Frazier has an RBI on him. And then Yaz has a homer and 2 RBIs. Okay, talked about that already. Gavin coming off back-to-back wins over Seattle and Tampa. 7 innings apiece. He had 7 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 3 Ks against Tampa, and 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 8 Ks against Seattle. He's actually 4-1 in his last 7 games, and that loss came against Texas. Yeah. Bullock, he has 16 starts. He's 5-5. He's coming off a win over Minnesota. 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. So yeah, Gavin, of course, has been really good this year. Kolek, we faced Stephen Kolek? Maybe as a reliever. Against Gavin, Garcia has a homer and 3 RBIs. Isbell has an RBI. Perez has an RBI. Witt has an RBI. And Yaz has a homer and an RBI off of Gavin. So we only faced Kolek one time last year with the Padres as a reliever. Four hits, 4 earned runs. Sheesh. That was in July of last year. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, Cameron versus Cantillo, Gavin and Kolek, Alan Waka. Then after that, we got Chicago coming to town. So a nice little homestand coming up. And that was the game that the Guardians won 7-0. It was Bybee versus Waldron, but they didn't really start pummeling them until Kolek came in and they scored 4 runs and then 2 off of Davis. Davis had a 54 ERA. Holy crap, that year or that game. That's nuts. Wow. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. I'm going to get out of here and watch this football game. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night. And I will definitely. Oh, look at this return. Oh, damn. Wish we could do that. Uh, I'm just looking through Twitter right now at this point. Oh my God. All right. But I'll see you guys later. All right. I would love a sweep, but need to go 3-1. And even though the lonely Southsiders been playing like a power hitting team, all of a sudden they still have to try their best to sweep the White Sox. 6-1 at home this week, and they need to go into Detroit 70-71. I would love to see us do that. That series against Detroit could be huge, with them facing the Yankees coming up. Hmm. All right. But yeah, guys, 3-1 against the Royals if they can't complete the sweep. Yeah, 3-1 would be perfect for them. But I'm gonna head out, guys, and I will see you all. I don't know when. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I might again just chill out and watch some football. So probably gonna see you guys on Tuesday for that game. Possibly. We'll see though. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Guards. Big win. 3 out of 4 against a good Rays team. Still in the hunt for the wild card. This team's gonna at least keep us interested. Can't hate that. But I'll see you guys later. Go Guards. I'm Crazy Dog. And I'm out. Bye-bye. I'm gonna get back to watching some football. Yeah. Am I ready for some football? No. Bye-bye.